Remembering the Battle of Blair Mountain. 100 years ago, in 1921, a multiracial uprising of Union coal miners commandeered trains and cars across the state of West Virginia and emptied armories of their contents as they marched to the town of Mingo, where 100 of their fellow Union miners were being held without charge by the corrupt authorities. Somewhere around 15,000 miners engaged in 3 days and nights of crossfire with thousands of the more well-to-do members of West Virginia society, including every cop in the entire state and all the gun thugs and the mine operators could find available to hire. The bosses used the racial divide in the U.S. to keep the working class in a constant state of conflict. So much of the labor movement of the day rejected this strategy and employed their own strategy of inclusion. Of the 15,000 or so people laying siege to Mingo at the end of August of that year, an estimated 2,000 of them were black. This was a multiracial uprising of unprecedented scale. During the 3 days that the miners were trying to liberate their comrades imprisoned in Mingo, dozens of people were killed, the total numbers never to be known. Thousands of women of all backgrounds were actively involved with the struggle, coordinating essential logistics like food and medical care for the thousands of men under arms. Planes were flown in from bases hundreds of miles away to drop bombs on the Union miners. There is so much more that can be said about what led to both the Tulsa pogrom and the multiracial uprising in West Virginia, which both happened within months of each other in 1921. The impact of the unspeakably horrendous bloodbath known as World War I, along with the terribly devastating global pandemic that it gave rise to, would be hard to overstate. In the face of such a long-standing history of white supremacy and settler colonialism, so much of the labor movement explicitly rejected that nonsense. It's so important that all of these things be remembered. There is another America. Remember it. Those miners died for you. You should at least know who they were. And then, let's all follow in their footsteps. Long live the multiracial uprising in the hills of Appalachia in 1921. Long live the Battle of Blair Mountain.
To the company store.